So we got some new kingdom points coming to Valorant, and we kind of knew this was coming, but now we got an official thing. They're going to be called kingdom points, and we even got a little bit of a rework to the daily mission UI, in which it's most likely preparation for the progression system that is coming in the future. And I've mentioned this before, this is extraordinarily exciting news for Valorant. The thing about it is it can be a little bit hard to explain or predict. In my previous video when I talked about rewards, I compared them to Hex Tech loot boxes from League of Legends. I was corrected though, this was about a month ago, I was corrected, in which, for the record, Riot no longer grants Hex Tech chests for high mastery in League. Instead, you receive them for performing highly in matches. When you finish a game with a very high performance, or someone on your team performed very highly, you are eligible to receive a Hex Tech chest. This has a limit to how many times it can occur, which resets every 2 weeks. The reason I bring this up is because that type of system could possibly work for Valorant as well, with the game giving out some type of reward when you perform well, and I absolutely love this idea. I mean, simply imagine you play a game of Valorant, you want to earn some juicy little kingdom points, and how could you earn them? Well, if you end up getting an ace, not only is it hype as heck, you get rewarded for it. This progress, this system of rewarding players for simply playing the game is absolutely massive. Now, there is a massive amount of ways it can be used. That's the truth. It could be a challenge system in which you earn kingdom points by completing certain challenges that are separate from XP. It could be a naturally aggregated results system, or sorry, reward system, in which just performing well, like kills, assists, or aces, give you more rewards. It could be a mix of both. It could be so many things that it would be quite literally impossible to flesh them out and talk about them all here. I don't think that's exactly the topic anyhow, because in the end, in some form or capacity, in a future update, we will earn kingdom points. That's a fact. What really struck conversation, especially in my last video, is what can we use those kingdom points for? Now, I want to be hopeful. I want to be hopeful that maybe we can somehow get free skins, but then they release an arcade bundle that costs more VP than you can buy in one go in the shop. So I'm a little bit skeptical now, I'm not gonna lie. However, let's be hopeful. I mean, I think we have to be hopeful. That's the problem, because if there's no incentive to actually earn the kingdom points, then they wouldn't be adding them. I mean, I would hope that Riot knows our psychology enough to be able to push something pretty cool. Now, here are a few ideas I have that are immediately possible, in my opinion, because they're not over generous, which I don't think Riot is, no offense. I don't think it'll be over generous, but I think they're just enough incentive where players are going to care about kingdom points being added to Valorant. So one of them came from an idea that was actually put in the comments, which is kingdom points allowing you to kind of either buy discount shards or act as if they're discount shards. Now, this kind of sounds crazy at first, but the night market exists in which people adore it. They adore the night market, and the night market obviously gives discounts to a random selection of skins. So what if, let's say you earn, I don't know, 50 kingdom points. I don't know the currency ammo, right? Like 50 VP means nothing. I don't know how much kingdom points will have weight. Radianite, 50 Radianite's a lot, right? So I don't know how the weight distribution will be. But let's say you earn 50 kingdom points, and that actually is a decent amount. You could apply it to a skin to get like a 10% discount. I don't know. It sounds a little bit weird, and it's still definitely a little greedy, but at least it'd be some sort of incentive. Imagine you want to grind for those kingdom points, save them up, and then you can apply a discount. Now, I know Riot would never allow this to stack, so I would assume, let's say a max discount of 15% for, let's say, 100 kingdom points or some stupid thing like that, and you can't duplicate it. Like, you can't put 30% with 200. There'll be some sort of hard cap on skins, but it's not a terrible idea. It's not a terrible idea. It was given to me in the comments section. I can't say it's actually going to happen, but I also can't say it's a bad idea whatsoever. Another idea that also kind of makes sense is having a separate tier of skins that are made and only can be paid by using kingdom points. Now, in my opinion, this is an insanely optimistic take. I don't know. It's just insanely optimistic, because it'd be a third tier. Let's say there's Battle Pass, there's paid and premium, and then there's exclusive, you know, the ones that come into the shop and never come back. And then we'd add another one called Kingdom Points. I don't know. I think this is the second most optimistic take, in which Riot would actually pay their artists to make skins to be used and given to us for free, in the sense that we grind kingdom points and then we use those kingdom points to buy those skins. Now, it's not a bad idea. It's actually a fantastic idea. And if Riot could look past the numbers, they would see other numbers flourish, which would be player base and playtime. Because if you incentivize players to grind your game, they spend more time on it. If they spend more time on it, they're already automatically more likely to spend money on it because they find the skins more worth it, in quotations. Like if a really premium bundle's in the shop, you're like, well, I play this game like 6 hours a day, 4 hours a day. I'm grinding those kingdom points anyways for free skins. It's okay if I drop some money. That's a real psychological thing. How many of you guys feel that you bought skins and now sometimes play Valorant a little bit more than you'd like, feeling like I want to get the value out of my skin? Or maybe you haven't used the skin in a long time, so you equip it to feel like you didn't waste your money. I'm sure some of you must have rung a bell there. Some of you must have understood what I'm trying to say there. And in that case, it works the same way with time investment. You put a lot of time into the game, you feel more likely and okay with spending money. So it is a great idea to have some sort of set of skins that could only be bought through kingdom points. They also add exclusivity to the skins themselves for players who grind and have high amount of hours. And if this is paired with the first system we talked about, in which players can earn more kingdom points by playing well, that would be insane. That would be two things paired together in the most insane way, because if you have the hours and you have the skills, you're rewarded with skins that can only be bought through kingdom points, and you naturally invest more time into the game. It's fantastic, but again, that's the second most optimistic outlook, which will make you wonder, damn, what's the most optimistic outlook then? Well, in my opinion, the most optimistic outlook is that kingdom points can be directly used to somehow buy premium skins in some form of capacity. Either X amount of VP equals X amount of kingdom points, and the conversion will be a little bit unfair, very unfair, where you have to grind an insane amount, maybe like a year to get one skin or one knife skin from a bundle, or I don't know, 6 months, X amount of hours in order to be able to purchase a skin with kingdom points instead of premium currency. Now, again, my opinion here is that this is highly unlikely. It's just one of those things, like, Riot's gonna have to have a paywall on the skin somehow, and it's either gonna be too high of a grind time for it to really matter to us, or it's just not gonna happen, and I'm leaning into it's not gonna happen. One more thing I'd like to mention, though, is that this is Riot's one opportunity to really save the Radianite system. The Radianite system is absolutely brutal. I have a ton of bundles. I spend quite a bit of money on Valorant, but the thing is, I'm also a content creator, so I'm not going to pretend. I can't be in touch the same way with a consumer. So I look at things in two different ways. Like the arcade bundle is far too expensive. It's overpriced. Valorant should have not pushed it. That's my opinion. Now, if I was in a position where buying the arcade bundle would, let's say, get me views, I would do it, but I wouldn't all of a sudden just pretend it's okay. Does that make sense? I'm still in touch with the fact that there's some sanity when it comes to putting pricing on skins, and Radianite has as the original reason that I thought Valorant was insane. It's one of the original reasons, because until today, I a lot of times would have to buy a bundle, and I didn't like the battle pass, so I didn't buy the battle pass because I didn't like it that season for whatever reason, and I can't upgrade the skins that I already put like $80 in. I can't upgrade them just because I didn't buy a battle pass. Your hand gets forced. And the fact that you're forced to buy anything else outside what you really want to get the thing you really want just means that price is inflated. I did not buy an $80 skin bundle. I bought a $120 skin bundle because that's the Radianite equivalent. That's what Valorant forces on you. And this is their one chance to save it by allowing kingdom points to somehow purchase Radianite. I doubt it's going to happen because it's a huge moneymaker, but I do feel that the problems with Valorant's system run a lot deeper than people care to think about, and that makes sense. In the end, it's just skins, so it's fine. As long as the gameplay's fine, it's fine. But I'm personally pretty invested in these things, and I enjoy talking about them. But let me know what you think down below.